So Luke and Mustafa, how are those guys coming along so far?
They're doing well. Every day, they're taking it in stride. They're coming and learning, trying to play fast as possible, and learn the playbook as fast as possible. But they're doing really well, and happy with their progress right now.
How much learning have you had to do since you got here?
Most of the learning took place in the spring. Just kind of getting adjusted to the offense, getting adjusted to the terminology, and kind of switching that around in my mind from past offenses. But it's been a pretty smooth transition as far as learning what we're going to do on the offense side of football.
Coach Harbaugh was kind of talking to you up the other day. What's your takeaway from working with him so far?
He's been awesome. He's fun. He's super intelligent. A football mind beyond many that you see around the college game. Very inventive, very creative. Love working with him. It's been phenomenal, and for him to give those compliments is just very humbling. And I just take every day in stride and just make sure I just try to get my guys better every day.
What stands out to you about this group of tight ends?
The enthusiasm, the size, the skill set. They all have kind of something a little different that they bring to the table, but they're all learning and they're trying to get better every single day. There's not really a day after the coach effort, which you shouldn't have to as a coach. But with these guys, it's easy to come to work to every day. They're great kids, great students, and they practice as hard as they can every day and give everything they got.
Is it helpful for you to come in your first year with some experienced guys that probably already know how things are going?
Yeah, I think experience, there's nothing better than valuable experience on the field, and it helps that those guys have had an all-game experience, a big-time moment. So definitely helped in that asset of adjusting to the staff and adjusting to the team. So that's been really good.
How have Sean and Zach progressed this offseason?
They've been phenomenal. Both those guys have gotten stronger, they've gotten bigger, gotten faster, and from a fundamental standpoint, they just continue to work and grind and get better every single day. Both of them in the run game have ramped up their game. It helps when you got to block Rashawn Gary every day. So, and Khalid Hudson, and Devin Bush, and Fur Bush, and all those guys. So it's been really good.
Did you emphasize improving blocking to them?
You know what? It's just been an all-around improvement of everything they do, not just the run game, because we're such weapons in the pass game too. Being able to get in and out of your breaks quicker, get off a press release, and do different things. So it's been an emphasis of everything, just an all-around skill set. But they take a lot of pride in the run game and blocking, and especially when you got to block the animals that we have on the front lines. It helps them to get better every single day.
How has Nick Eubanks progressed, and what type of weapon how can you deploy him essentially that's different than the others?
Nick's been really, really good, and he's taken him step forward even for him from the spring, and he's just continued to indulge himself in the playbook, be really good, and he's a special athlete, and he's just going to be able to do a lot of things, a lot of weapons that I think people are really going to enjoy and see.
In terms of all-around skill set, you mentioned a couple times weapons. How versatile can maybe the top three, with Zach, Sean, and Nick, how versatile can that group be in terms of being able to do different things within an offense?
Yeah, they can do anything you want. Every single one of them can play out wide. Every single one of them can play on the line of scrimmage and be in the backfield. So they're a coach's dream to be around.
Normally, a team will have one guy like that. You guys have three.
Yeah.
I feel like that's rare.
Very.
That many?
Yeah, it goes back to the days that Coach had him at Stanford. It's kind of in that round of guys that you can do many things with. So yeah, it's rare, but it's fun and it's special to be around.
How are they competing? Because I imagine they all want to play as much as they can.
Yeah.
Is it friendly competition? Is it intense?
Extremely friendly. They compete, but nothing makes one of the other guys happy to see the other guys make a big play. And I went back through the film last year watching the touchdowns, and Zach would catch a touchdown, or Sean would catch a touchdown, and Nick make a big play, and the first one to go celebrate with them was one of each other. So that's pretty cool to see.
At Central, you had Conklin, who's obviously a big part of the offense. In what ways do you feel like maybe you can transfer some of the stuff that he was able to do there to this group?
Yeah, just being able to play him out wide a little bit more. What we did with Conklin, because he was kind of a hybrid kind of guy. He didn't have the size that these guys have, but his athleticism was up there with him. I think just all the things we're going to do with him is just going to, show the versatility and pass and the run game.
How far back did you go to look at Zach's film, to see how far he's developed and how far
Since he was in high school. So I went all the way back to him playing basketball in high school, and I like to watch all the guys coming out of high school, watch their freshman year, watch it, and just kind of see how they've progressed. And it's funny, they make fun of Sean because they said he ran like a robot, and he might be one of the most fluid guys running routes and doing things now, and as tough as nails. But watching those guys progress from even when they're in high school is really, what's really been cool to see their progression and where they are now.
And Zach was playing quarterback.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how big of a jump has he made to this point? Now he's, what, 262, I think he said?
Yeah, he'll tell me 265, but he's,
He told us 262.
Yeah, 262, 263, but if you're a 6'8" and you're 260-something pounds, you're doing something right. So, and he doesn't look it, you know, he just looks like he's thin, so he's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So, it's been really cool to see him go from the transition of quarterback to wide receiver to now tight end.
How much bigger do you want him to get?
I don't want him to get any
Okay.
bigger. I'm just saying that his frame will probably
Okay.
fill out even more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there any challenge or anything that's different about being part of a group that doesn't have a defined offensive coordinator?
You know what? No, because the guys, there's no egos, there's nothing. Everybody works really well together. We talk about all the situations, talk about everything, and you know, at the end of the day, it all goes through coach. And our goal is to put together the best offensive plan for the University of Michigan, but to put these kids in a successful position, and I think we're on that track to do that.
I know you weren't here in the past, but John Runyon Jr. said the offense looks tweaked and it's a little different. How has that impacted the tight end position?
You know, there's been a couple tweaks here and there. I think the guys like to feel a change and they like to feel something different. Really hasn't been much different to us because with the tight end position, you got to do a lot. You got another running game, you got another pass game, and you got another protection. So for us, the kids like it. The kids are having fun with it. You know, for us, it hasn't been that too much of a change for us.
I know it's months ago now, but what was the process and decision like for you to come here from Central?
Very easy to make that decision to come here, and this is a place, one of the top program in my eyes, and people say one of the top programs in the country, and it was an easy decision to be here. The process of transition has been great. Still moving. My wife finally moved here, so she's now in Napa Valley enjoying life right now. So yeah, lucky her. But we're moving, you know, getting the house ready. Right now we're just in a little place, getting our house ready. So the transition is still going a little bit, but as far as being here and learning the offense and getting to know the players, I feel like I've been here for years.
Still some boxes to unpack and that sort of thing?
Oh yeah, boxes are stacked up at the place right now. So, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So.
What's different about Mustafa Muhammad? I know he did spoke before when he committed about how he liked the idea of being able to, you know, go on and take on blocks a little bit more. What's different about him?
His mindset as a freshman it's pretty uncanny. It's just natural for him. Everything's natural for him. He runs routes very fluid. He's very physical, and when you see him and you meet him, he's like the nicest kid in the world. And on the football field, it just kind of turns a little bit different cheek, which you really, really like. But he's been awesome to work with, and him and Lou together are going to be an exciting pairing in the future.
I'm just curious, how different has it been recruiting from where you were to now at Michigan?
Yeah, you know, just the guys that we get here, just a little, you know, obviously you're in Michigan versus Central Michigan, the players' stature, size is going to be different. So that's been the difference. But in the end of the day, recruiting is all about relationships, so that really hasn't changed for me.
It's not an easier sell, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, I mean, in comparison, but you're still competing against the top schools in the country, so your relationship with the kids, at the end of the day, what's really going to get the kid to come here.
All right.
Thank you.